So I just collected eggs from the last 2 days. I didn't get them yesterday or last night when I got back. I was very busy yesterday. We got all our chicks from Cackle Hatchery, and I just drove over there because it's within driving distance of where I live. So, but anyway, we got like 40 eggs. I think there's 39 in this basket from 2 days worth of eggs. So, and I am starting to struggle to keep up with my sales because I have a regular customer base that I sell eggs to when we're in eggs. But I think I need to add some people, especially now with more chicks in the fall. Obviously, we're going to have a lot more eggs because we have a lot more chicks. So, yeah, but I love them. Aren't they beautiful? Something that makes me happy every day of my life is when I look at my eggs and go, oh, they're so beautiful. Gotta run to town to do some errands, but when I come back, I think I'm gonna try to work on weeding and amending around those onions that I planted. I got my German Shepherd iced coffee. My mom bought me this cup for Christmas when I got my puppy. Anyway, so yeah. I'm going to try to work on that. We are supposed to get a freeze on Saturday, so I'm not going to be able to plant anything out until after that. But I was kind of waiting, because usually in our area they suggest to wait until like around Mother's Day to plant. So I'm going to attempt to do that. I'm out here looking for morels on my property. But look, he's just chilling on a log in the woods watching Whiskey. Whiskey, do you want to go to Grandma and Grandpa's? You want to go see Huckleberry? You want to go see your buddy Huckleberry? Huckleberry hound dog? Yeah? Alright, y'all. I'd say good morning, but it's really like the middle of the day. So I'm having some coffee, and I just ate a late slash brunch, I guess. I don't typically eat right when I get up. I'm not really like a morning eating kind of person. I don't really enjoy breakfast in the sense of like getting up and eating. It just makes my stomach hurt, so I just don't do it. Anyway, so I got my coffee. I'm getting ready to go set up the chicken coop for the chicks because, and I'll show you just a moment. Look at these little boogers. I need to clean their water again. You have to clean it about like 4 times a day at this point. Right now I just have this like dog crate divider over the top of this tub. Desperately need to clean this. I obviously have too many chicks in one tub. When I first got them like a week ago, they fit pretty good in here, but now they've grown quite a bit in just a week. And so, yeah, we're going to try to put them into the coop inside a fence that has, hardware cloth wrapped around the bottom portion of it so they can't walk through it. And I'm going to try to put something on the top to keep the hens out. And we're going to see how, and we have an extension cord that we run up the hill to plug the brooder in. But I'm going to try to get this set up today and possibly partially tomorrow. If I don't go anywhere, I might have to go out of town. But, try to get this set up so that after, it's supposed to freeze this weekend, Saturday night. So I'm going to try to get them, up there. And then, or I'm going to try to get it set up so that I can get them up there after the freeze. Because I really don't want to put them out. They're not really that feathered. They only have wing feathers and tail feathers going on so far. But anyway, that's my project for today. And then, yesterday, so I bought some herbs that are just sitting here, but we'll talk about those later. I up-potted all of my peppers, which are doing lovely. And then, my tomatoes are further over that way, which they got really stunted, and I think it's because of the popsicle sticks. So I used popsicle sticks in these trays, these like plug trays, and I think it shadowed too much, and so the tomatoes did not grow very well, but hopefully they perk up now. And that's all my zinnias. This is like eggplants and more peppers. I have flowers over there. It's just hard to walk over there right now. And then tomatoes. And then on the very far end over there, I still have some herbs that I need to up pot, but we're getting close to not having a frost anymore. I'm going to start trying to harden some stuff off here pretty soon. So I'm going to be moving all this stuff in and out. So really I need to get the chicks out of this room so that I can clean up this room and then be able to get in and out with the plants some more. So that is what I did yesterday, and then today is chick time. I really need to start recording the process of these things more, but it's just really difficult for me to set up the camera right now. Like, I have a lot going on, and I know I know pretty much anybody who does this kind of stuff does, but I just have a lot going on, so I haven't prioritized filming, and I really should try to work on it a little bit, because I think if I just put a little more effort in, I could put out more videos, because I've been putting out about one every 2 weeks or so, but I would like to up that to putting out more videos more often, so we'll see how it goes. We're also absolutely swimming in eggs, and then there's even more up there. And then we keep cartons in this pie safe those are the ones we deliver to other people. So yeah, absolutely swimming in eggs. For the last 2 days, we've gotten 23 eggs each day. We only have 28 hens, so we're getting a lot of eggs right now. And what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to water glass several of these, just to try and put some up, because this winter, now I don't know, I kind of mentioned in a previous video about the feed fiasco that was going on with like the Tractor Supply stuff, because that is the feed we were feeding our chickens, and I do think that had played a factor and role into our egg production, because we stopped getting eggs, except for like maybe 1 egg a day, and sometimes not even that, from like September all the way until we switched feed. And that was, God, I don't know, March? I think it was, maybe it was February, I'm not sure. It was like February or March is when we switched our feed, and we started buying local feed, and now our egg production is insane. But it's also spring and it's warmer, so I can't say with 100% certainty that it was the feed, but I think it was definitely a contributing factor, because as soon as we switched, things changed. Like, it got better immediately. So I don't think that can only be attributed to the weather, because it really didn't get that much warmer when we switched the feed. It took probably another couple weeks to a month for it to really start to warm up. So I do think that was a factor. I don't know what other people are saying about that anymore, because I haven't really heard much. I also was concerned that a lot of the people saying this possibly didn't know that much about chickens, but then I saw a lot of people who have had chickens for like 30 years that were saying it. So I don't know, but I do agree that I think it was a contributing factor. I don't know if it was the whole thing, But we're also like I said, I think I said this in a previous video. My hens at the time that I have now are 2 years old this year. So this winter was the first winter where we didn't really have them laying, because last winter was their first laying cycle, and so they started laying in the fall and then never stopped laying through the first winter, which is very common. So I don't know, but we got a lot of eggs. I love the colors. I bought a few more Morans and Well Summers to get some more of them, like, nice dark eggs and those speckly eggs. And I also bought some more Americanas, so we'll have more blues. And then we hatched 15. Now, of those that we hatched, I'm going to guess at least 10 of them are roosters. That's going to be my guess, because we just have bad luck with a rooster, like, ratio. I know people say it's around, like, it's supposed to be somewhere around 60%, but we'll just see. And then if they are roosters, I think our plan is to butcher, and depending on, because there's not much meat on a not fully grown rooster. Even a fully grown rooster doesn't have much meat. But if that's the case, I think what I'm going to end up doing is trying to save it, and if it's not enough for us, I probably will give it to my dogs, honestly. So but yeah, so that's the situation with the eggs. We have an overabundance, and I'm going to try to water glass, which I've never done before, so we'll see how that goes. I am also making bagels, which is really... So I love sourdough. I love making sourdough. I love to bake. Baking is like something that makes me feel close to my grandmother. Even though she never really baked a lot of breads, she did bake a lot of dessert type things. And so, like, baking makes me feel close to her. She was one of my favorite people. But the problem with bread is that I don't eat a lot of carbs, so I try not to make bread that often. And since it's just me and my husband here currently, I don't make a lot of bread, but he loves the sourdough bagels. They are extremely delicious. I have a previous video where I posted the video in the, like, show notes or whatever of where I found that recipe from. But yeah, they're delicious, and I will always make these probably. But yeah, my husband eats them for breakfast regularly, especially when he goes to work. So I try to make large batches of them and then freeze a decent amount. So this should make this should make 16 full-size bagels, because it's a double batch of the recipe. But he likes them to be miniature bagels, so this make like 32, which is great, honestly. But anyway, yeah. So I'm also making bagels.